certain topics are being taught. Specifically, a controversial one called critical race theory was included in the list. Many districts didn't respond. Some wanted to charge large fees to process the documents. Lee's Summit outside Kansas City wanted over $35,000. A rural district, Morgan County, wanted $15,000. The Sunshine Law does allow charging a reasonable fee for sending out information, but there's nothing reasonable about $35,000 or $15,000. These districts should want to be transparent about their curriculums. Taxpayers deserve to know what their kids are being taught. Learn more at showmeinstitute.org. The Show Me Minute has been brought to you by Show Me Institute and Show Me Opportunity.
At the KSMO studio, 721, and our forecast does call for the possibility of some pretty warm temperatures today. We could top out very close to 90 degrees, probably about 87 to 88 before we may have a little clouds roll in tonight and a 3 in 10 chance of getting some showers. We'll have a high today, 88 degrees, and a breezy day possibly with southwest winds 5 to 10, gusting up to near 20. Then for tonight, 3 in 10 chance of showers, thunder showers. Don't think we'll have them very late tonight, probably be over by midnight, but the clouds will be hanging around late this evening and into the early morning with a southwest breeze finally becoming northerly after midnight and gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Sunshine's expected Wednesday, high of 80, with a northwesterly breeze 5 to 10, gusting up to 20. Clear Wednesday night, low of 52 with a light northwest breeze. Sunshine Thursday, high of 81, with calm winds becoming northerly. Clear Thursday night with a low of 53, and sunny Friday, the high of 84. Currently at the KSMO studios right now, 1340 a.m., your hometown radio station. We have 61 degrees. We have 91% relative humidity, pressure 29.96 inches, and winds out of the south at 6. At KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. We will come right back. Have local news next. It's up in a moment.
Is your child in the right car seat? Should he stay in the booster seat? We know it is confusing, but just remember, even if your child is tall enough to move out of the seat, make sure he is old enough and weighs enough. All three of those are important. If in doubt, keep him in the seat. Is it worth the trouble? Yes. The right seat for your child could save his life. Visit SaveMoLives.com to learn more. When it comes to your child's safety, better be sure. This message brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Show me zero.
My name is Lori Lewis, and I am the Director for Staff Training and Development for the Department of Corrections. After starting with corrections, I found it was more than a job for me. I had the opportunity to build a career. Now corrections is more than even just a career for me, it's a cause. The field of corrections presents an opportunity not only to build a career personally, but provides the opportunity to really make a meaningful difference for society.
Secure your future at doc.mo.gov/jobs. The Missouri Department of Corrections is an equal opportunity employer.
At the KSMO studios, 24 minutes after the hour, 7 o'clock, and time right here at KSMO Radio for a look at some local news. Your local news being brought to you by 1340 a.m. KSMO Salem, Missouri. It's 24 minutes after the hour, 7 on your Tuesday, September the 7th. Glad to have you aboard right here on KSMO and online at ksmoradio.com. Motorcycle accident happened Sunday afternoon around 4:30 in Phelps County on Route V, about 2 miles north of Interstate 44. The report released from the Highway Patrol states that a 2017 Kawasaki Z125 Pro motorcycle being operated by 25-year-old Austin Wilson of Rolla was traveling west and traveled off the right side of the roadway and overturned, ejecting the driver. Wilson, who was not wearing a safety device, suffered moderate injuries. He was taken to the Mercy Hospital in St. Louis by air evac. The Kawasaki was towed from the scene by a private party. The Dane County Health Center Board of Trustees met for their regular monthly meeting on Thursday, August 19th. Health Center Administrator Zach Mosier updated the board on the current COVID status in Dane County as of that date. There were 1,382 confirmed cases and 342 probables that had been investigated, with 41 COVID-related deaths that had been confirmed. As of August 19th, there were 79 confirmed active cases and 35 probables, with 9 people being hospitalized. According to the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, as of July 22nd, 26.8% of the Denton County residents have received their first dose of vaccine, and 22.4% have completed the series. Denton County's positivity rate at this time was 17.3%. Mosier noted that the vaccine is available at the Denton County Health Center, Mosier Pharmacy, Vanderbilt Drug and Pharmacy, Sinks Pharmacy, and Walmart Pharmacy. He reported that since the health center started COVID testing 2 hours per day, that the schedule has been booked solid with 12 tests per day. Mosier's office was moved into the conference room, and his previous office space is being utilized to provide an isolated area for COVID testing. He also reported that a portable HEPA air purifier had been purchased for $899, and an ultra-cold freezer for storing Pfizer vaccine was also purchased for $5,700. Both purchases were previously authorized by the board and were paid for using COVID relief funds. Zach reported that the bid notices for full HEPA filtration system and a separate HVAC system for the new isolation testing room and new roofing for the building have been posted in the Salem News. In contract updates, he said that the increasing adult COVID-19 immunization contract had many requirements, but would help pay for off-site immunization clinics, help increase the hours the health center offers the vaccine, COVID vaccine, and supports the implementation of an electronic health record. Mosier went on to say the CARES Act would cover the costs to expand the testing capacity, including the cost of adding an additional employee to conduct testing. He also reported that the USDA Notice of Funds Availability Grant was published this week and targeted towards helping healthcare entities in rural areas recover from COVID-19. This grant could also help pay for the enhancements to the testing room. There was no communicable disease report as the CD nurse was in training all week. Mosier went on to report that there were 110 lab tests, 115 COVID tests, 87 COVID vaccines, plus appointments for the Show Me Health Women's Clinic in September can be made. More information is available by calling the Health Center 729-3106. During the tax rate hearing, the board voted for the rate to remain the same as for 2021 as in 2020 at 9.59 cents per $100 assessed valuation. The board voted to set the mileage reimbursement rate to be equal with the most current published IRS standard rate, which is 56 cents per mile for 2021. The board passed a resolution authorizing the banks to add Zachary Mosier as a signer and remove Kendra Mowbray. The board then voted to go into closed session to discuss personnel. After emerging from the closed session, the board approved the July expenses and set the next regular meeting date for September the 16th. The Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be meeting Thursday evening at the Fire Station, number 2 South Main. After the roll call and the approval of the consent agenda, the board will review the minutes of the August meeting before hearing the financial report and approving bills. The next item on the agenda will be the calendar review, followed by the monthly reimbursement report before addressing any old or new business, followed by any various reports. The date will then be set for the October meeting before they adjourn. The meeting of the Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be Thursday evening at 6 at the fire station. That meeting is open to the public. You can go native with the Missouri Department of Conservation. Native trees and shrubs can help improve wildlife habitat and soil and water conservation, while also improving the appearance and value of private property. The George O. White State Forest Nursery near Licking offers a variety of low-cost native tree and shrub seedlings for reforestation or windbreaks, erosion control, wildlife food and cover, and other purposes. The nursery provides mainly one-year-old bare root seedlings with sizes varying by species. Seedlings variety include pine, bald cypress, cottonwood, black walnut, hickory, oak, pecan, persimmon, river birch, maple, willow, sycamore, blackberry, buttonbush, hazelnut, redbud, ninebark, spicebush, elderberry, sumac, wild plum, witch hazel, and others. Seedlings are available in bundles of 10 or increments of 25 per species. Prices range from 34 cents to $1 per seedling. Sales tax of 6.1% will be added to orders unless you happen to be tax exempt. There is a $9 handling charge for each order. You can receive a 15% discount up to $20 off seedling orders with a heritage card, permit card, or your conservation ID number. The nursery grows millions of seedlings each year, but some species are very popular. They sell out quickly. Even if a species is listed as sold out, customers can still place an order for them. Sometimes orders get canceled, freeing up inventory. Customers won't be charged for any seedlings unless they are available to ship them. Learn more about placing orders through the MDC's 2021-2022 seedling order form. You'll find it in the September issue of the Missouri Conservationist at the MDC regional offices and nature centers. Online at mdc.mo.gov and by contacting the State Forest Nursery in the Licking area at 573-674-3229. You can also email State Forest Nursery at mdc.mo.gov. Place your orders now through April 15th, and they'll be shipped out, or can be picked up at the nursery starting from February all the way through May of next year near Licking. And the Phelps County Public Housing Agency is seeking landlords for the Housing Choice Voucher Program, commonly known as Section 8. The program assists low-income families, the elderly, and people with disabilities afford decent, safe, and sanitary rental housing from private landlords. Some of the benefits of accepting Housing Choice Vouchers includes a large pool of potential tenants, guaranteed rental income, free advertising of available units, lower vacancies, and unit oversight by qualified housing inspectors. Additionally, landlords are encouraged to interview prospective tenants and make the final decision on renting their units. Currently, there are 120 families with Housing Choice Vouchers in the Merrimack region searching for approved housing, and another 376 families are on the waiting list. Landlords are needed in Crawford, Dent, Gasconade, Marys, Phelps, and Washington counties. Potential landlords can find additional information by contacting housing manager Donald Keeney, 573-265-4200, extension 128, or via email at dkeeney@merrimackregion.org. That's DKEENEY at MERAMECREGION.org. 7:33 at KSMO Radio, and back with sports news right after this.
This is Discover Nature Notes with the Missouri Department of Conservation.
Fast flyers are winging through early morning fields and around porch lights after dusk. Sphinx moths are designed for rapid flight. They can clock speeds just over 30 miles per hour. They're also known as hawk or hummingbird moths for their shared flight patterns. Some can hover like hummingbirds while feeding. Sphinx moths have the world's largest tongue among moths and butterflies. They're able to draw nectar from narrow tubular flowers that are too deep for bees to reach. When not in use, the tongue rolls up. The caterpillars are large and colorful with a small horn at the rear and strong stubby legs that clamp onto plants. See if you can spot these hornworms feeding or hear the hum of giant sphinx moths hovering in late summer.
Discover more by signing up today at discovernatureNotes.com.
The Missouri Department of Conservation, serving nature and you.
Here at the KSMO Studios, 1340 your hometown radio station. It's now time for sports news brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. St. Clair football Bulldogs beat the Salem Tigers Friday night in the season opener for Salem 19-13. Caden Cobbin had a 60-yard touchdown run, and Garrett Connell hit Bradley Gower for a touchdown pass, but it was not enough. Salem will be at Houston Friday night to face the Houston Tigers in SCA play starting at 7 in conference play, 6:30 Tiger Talk on KHMO Radio. Salem Ladies Softball Tigers host Van Buren this afternoon at 4:30 at the Salem City Park in their first game of the year. You can hear the game on KSMO and watch it on Facebook on KSMO Streams, as well as on Twitch on KSMORadio.com. Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers will be at Eminence to start their regular season tonight at 5:30 against the Lady Red Wings. Tyler Beatty rushed the ball 25 times for 203 yards and a touchdown. And Connor Basilik was 21 of 32 passing for 257 yards. As the Missouri Tigers open their season with a 34-24 win over Central Michigan. The Tigers will be at Kentucky Saturday night to face the Wildcats in SEC play at 6:30. Cardinals and The Dodgers played yesterday afternoon in St. Louis, and here's a report about that game from the Cardinal Radio Network.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. The biggest crowd of the season, 43,575, saw the Dodgers get out to a 4-0 lead in the first against Miles Michaelis, and that was on the way to a 5-1 win.
Michaelis finally settled down, and the Cardinals bullpen was terrific after him. In fact, 19 straight retired, and the Dodgers got their runs early. One of the great moments of the game is the crowd chanting yesterday for Albert Pujols to play.
As Albert would be up there facing a left-handed pitcher, we anticipate that. But yesterday, the Cardinals out-hit the Dodgers 6-5, but the 4-run first inning, the Dodgers got things moving.
Well, and they had Max Scherzer pitching, too. You can't get behind a guy like Max Scherzer. 13 punch-outs for the veteran. Max
Scherzer was the winner, improving his record to 13-4, beating Miles Michaelis 0-2. Today, Jay Happ against the Dodgers on the air at 5:50. Ricky has the lineups at 6:35. I'll bring you the first pitch at 6:45 as the Cardinals try to get even with the Dodgers in the series.
And that will be tonight right after Lady Tigers softball right here on KSMO Radio. Salvador Perez's single tied the game in the 8th inning, and Andrew Benintendi drove in the eventual winning run as the Kansas City Royals rallied to beat the Baltimore Orioles Monday 3-2. The Royals came into the game taking 2 of 3 from the Chicago White Sox over the weekend. The Royals and Orioles play again tonight in Baltimore. And that is sports news brought to you as a courtesy of your friends right here at KSMO Radio, 1340 AM, your hometown radio station. And that's a look at news and sports on KSMO. Up next, time for that daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand of Edward Jones. Edward Jones Brokerage, been around for many years helping people with their investment needs. They can help you as well. Call Joe at 729-3831, or you can go by the office, 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand of Edward Jones and the daily investment report. With our report this morning from Friday, it is Teresa Whalen. Teresa?
This is Teresa Whalen, bringing you the daily financial market report on behalf of Joe Brand and Edward Jones. U.S. equities closed lower today. The Dow closed down 74 points to close at 35,369. The NASDAQ closed up 32 points to close at 15,364, and the S&P closed down 1 point to close at 4,536. And in the bond market, 10-year Treasury yields are trading at 1.32%. The price of crude oil was down 72 cents to close at $69.27, and the spot price of gold was up $20.30 to close at $1,831.80. For a look at stocks of local interest, we have Ameren Corporation at 88.11, down 87 cents. AT&T 27.56, down 8 cents. Boeing 218.17, down $2.66. Dollar General 222.45, down $2.51. ExxonMobil 54.87, down 21 cents. McDonald's 238.82, down $1.05. Microsoft 301.14, down 1 cent. PepsiCo 157.09, up 14 cents. Pfizer 46.84, and that is unchanged. Procter & Gamble 144.05, up 10 cents. U.S. Bank 56.15, down 29 cents, and Walmart 149.25, up 69 cents. This has been today's financial market report brought to you on behalf of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and financial advisor Joe Brand, serving individual investors with personalized attention and financial advice at 907 South Pershing in Salem, bringing you this Wall Street to Main Street report.
All right, Teresa, thank you very much. And that has been our daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand of Edward Jones. You can find out more information about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, your retirement plans. Get in touch with Joe. He can help, has some very, very good suggestions for you, and can walk you through a number of different options. 729-3831, or drop by 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand of Edward Jones and our daily investment report on this Tuesday morning. And it sure does feel like a Monday, doesn't it? Anyway, nonetheless, here at KSMO, we'll take a break, come back, get you up to date on weather next.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
There's
into summer savings at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where right now they have a Reese Heavy Duty Class 5 ball mount for only $49.99, a Green Fuel 500-watt power inverter for $62.99, and Purple Power hand cleaner for $2.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Hi, I'm Dr. Casey Morton, and I'm a pediatrician here in Springfield. Like you, I want the best for your kids. And the best thing you can do to protect them is get vaccinated. These new COVID variants are dangerous and deadly, even for small children. They're more contagious than the chickenpox, and I'm seeing more sick kids in the ICU. As kids go back to school, it's more important than ever to do everything we can do to protect them. When adults get vaccinated, the children around them rarely get sick. You may have concerns. I get it. If you're on the fence, talk to a doctor. We are confident the vaccines are safe and they work.
To learn more about the free COVID vaccines and to find one within 5 miles of your home, visit mostopscovid.com. That's mostopscovid.com.
As a pediatrician, I love seeing your kiddos, just not in the ICU.
Paid for by Missouri Foundation for Health.
At the KSMO Studios 1340, your hometown radio station, it is now time for a look at weather on Operation Weather Watch, a complete summary of weather in the region, as well as the KSMO listening area, brought to you by your friends at Automated Business Systems. You know, if you like to stop on by and visit with them, you can find a number of great products that they have available every single month that just might be what you're looking for, or maybe will help you save a lot of money. And that's always a good thing to have. They have a number of different specials every single month that might be just perfect for you. They have a circular that comes out. You're more than welcome to pick one up. They're absolutely free when you stop by ABS right here in Salem, and of course they welcome you to do so. Automated Business Systems, 729-2703 and 902 Scenic Rivers Boulevard East, or go online abssalem.com and check out specials just like this one. Color card stock, 65-pound stock, 8.5 by 11, Cosmic Orange with 250 to pack. These bold colors will get attention, no doubt about that, and they can create dazzling postcards or booklet covers or presentation bindings. Inkjet, laser, and copier guarantee, plus acid and lignins, they're free of those. Also, right now, that's sale priced. That is always a good news. Right now, just $17.75, that $250 to the pack. Normally a $30.15 value. That's a savings of 36% off the list price, or about $10.96. Check it out at ABS today. The color card stock, 65-pound weight, 8.5 by 11, Cosmic Orange. Ooh, just gonna boldly go where no man has gone before. Well, maybe, but it'll be bold. I will tell you that. $250 to the pack. Yours for just $17.75 at ABS Automated Business Systems. Big enough for your business needs, small enough to care about you. Well, for today, a warm afternoon is expected, with highs getting back up in those upper 80s again to even low 90s out west, mostly with clear skies. Clouds will be on the increase from the north to south as an upper-level trough will transition through the central continental United States this evening into tonight. Isolated to widely scattered showers and a few thunderstorms could be possible along a cold front that will slide through the area. This activity is expected to be limited in coverage. A rather modest environmental profile may support a strong thunderstorm or two. Behind this frontal passage, northerly winds will allow a slightly cooler air mass to filter through the region. Overnight lows will fall to the upper 50s to low 60s. For Wednesday, temperatures will top out in the low 80s across the area with a pleasant northerly breeze. Wednesday night will feature overnight lows in the mid to upper 50s. Locations in river valleys of the eastern Ozarks could drop to just near 50. So it could be pretty cool in some of those river valleys. By Thursday, temperatures will be slightly warmer with highs in the low to mid 80s as an upper level ridge begins to build into the region. An upper-level ridging over the region this weekend will bring dry and above normal temperatures back to the region again. Highs this weekend will range in the mid to upper 80s to low 90s. This highest temperature will actually be found mostly in southern Missouri. In our area, we'll be edging back up into the upper 80s, but the higher temperature day will actually be beginning of the next work week, near 90. We topped out 87 yesterday. 59 was the low. Normal high 84, normal low 62. Record high 104 in 1947. 44 the record low in 2011. No rain yesterday. For the month, we're standing at 1 1/12 of an inch, while 17/20 would be normal. 42 and 3/5 is our total of the year. 31 and a half would be normal. Sunrise this morning, 6:41. 7 1/4. That's the sunset time tonight, 7:25 here in Dent County. Looking at the extended forecast for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, sunny skies each day. Warmer on Saturday than Sunday, about 88 or so for a high on Saturday, but 85 on Sunday, but warming back up to Monday to very close to 90 degrees. We'll have clear skies that entire period, with lows Saturday night around 58 and near 60 on Sunday night. That local forecast and our current conditions are next in just a moment.
Feeling connected in today's world isn't always easy, but when it comes to bringing you closer to the Cardinals, no one does it better than Cardinals Magazine. From the personal stories of Cardinal players to the ideas taking shape in the front office, Cardinals Magazine delivers the inside story that's outside the mainstream. Connect to Cardinals Baseball and start a subscription at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000. Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
Thank you, Ricky. At KSMO Radio, 1340. Sunny skies are what we expect today. High, going to be about 88 by this afternoon. It'll be pretty sticky out there. Southwest winds will be blowing at 5 to 10. It could gust up to 15 and near 20 miles an hour. For tonight, we'll have a 3 in 10 chance of showers, possibly some thunder showers, mainly before midnight with clouds increasing. Low of 58 with a southwesterly breeze 5 to 10, moving to the north after midnight. Winds, well, they could again be gusting up to about 15 to 20. Sunshine on Wednesday with northwest winds 5 to 10, gusting to near 20, and a high of only near 80. Wednesday night will be clear with a low of 52 degrees. Winds will be light out of the northwest. Sunshine's expected Thursday with a very nice day. 81 for a high with just a light northerly breeze. Clear Thursday night, low of 53. Sunny on Friday for football game and a high of 84 with clear skies Friday night and a low dropping near 61. Currently at the KSMO studios right now at 13:40 a.m., 61 degrees, kind of like we just talked about there moments ago. We do have at the KSMO studios 1340, 94% the relative humidity. Pressure climbing, 29.96 inches, and 6-mile-an-hour winds out of the south coming our way. And that look at weather brought to you by your friends at Automated Business Systems, where they have binder clips and zip seal bags, medium size, black and silver, and 36 to the pack. These triangular design provides strength and compression. Handles can be hung, folded flat against clip material, or removed for permanent binding. The binder clips and zip seal bag, medium size, black and silver in color, 36 to the pack, normally $11.71 value, just $6.89, a savings of 41% off the list price at ABS. Automated Business Systems. You'll find them at 902 Scenic Rivers Boulevard East. 729-2703 is the number, or check them out online at abssalem.com. Automated Business Systems. Big enough for your business needs and small enough to care about you. Well, right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, we invite you to keep it right here. We have coming your way in just a few minutes our FFA program on this Tuesday morning. We don't have those on the holiday, so we moved them to Tuesday. And this morning we'll hear from Heather Johnson about last week's activities and our Salem FFA chapter at the Salem High School. So be listening in for that. In the meantime, we've got weather coming your way next. We have our Civic Record coming your way next after our weather. Right here on KSMO Salem, it's 7:50.
Country Mart in Salem, where you'll find hundreds of new low prices throughout the store. Hot weekly specials, everyday low prices on thousands of items. Plus, they also have a deli, pharmacy, Western Union, FedEx drop-off, Bissell rental, greenhouse, and propane cylinders. And if you need to make copies or send a fax, Country Mart can do that too. Stop by today at Country Mart in Salem, and don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, serving Salem for 58 years.
Make the move to Progressive Ozark Bank. It's quick and easy. With 3 different checking accounts to choose from and instant issue of debit cards, you'll be ready to use your money immediately. Enjoy free e-banking options such as mobile deposit, bill pay, and mobile banking, giving you convenience and safety at your fingertips. You can make the move to Progressive Ozark Bank today by accessing our 24/7 open online option or by coming to see us at 904 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured and equal housing lender.
Here at the KSMO studios, it is time for a look at our civic record. It is a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. The civic record being brought to you as a courtesy of your friends right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and at Southtown Furniture on Highway 19 South. You know, there's never a bad time to go down to see your friends at Southtown, and no better time than right now to head on down that way and save on a number of different departments, including that bedding department. Man, and when you find a great mattress that you know you love, and we all do, right? And then all of a sudden, sooner or later, it starts to break down. And, you know, we don't want to let go of it because we remember how good a sleep we had on it. But you know what? You just might want to head on down to Southtown and just check out the Perfect Sleep or the Certipedic, the iComfort Sleep System, or any other types of bedding, including the hybrid that they have down there. You maybe even want that adjustable frame that can give you that tilt in the back so you can sit up and read or watch TV with a leg band in it. You know, it's just whatever you need to sleep comfortably is what you should be searching for. Search no further when you head on down to Southtown. Now, your body's going to tell you which mattress is right for you. So head on down that way, do a lay-down test, sit down on it, roll around on it, get the idea how that mattress is going to be for you, and you're going to find the right one waiting for you. Southtown Furniture here in Salem. That is where the bargains are. Tina Marie McMullen of Salem passed away on Wednesday at the age of 55. Memorial services for Tina Marie McMullen will be at 6:30 at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel with a rosary service at 7. Visitation will be from 5 until 6:30 at the Wilson Mortuary Chapel. Tina Marie McMullen is survived by her husband, Herb McMullen of the home, a daughter, Tiffany McMullen, and husband, Mike Weed of Salem, siblings, Tammy Royal of Michigan, Toey White of Rolla, Tom White of Salem, Darlene McAuliffe of Michigan, Pam Holton, husband, David of Michigan, Richard Dahlberg of Michigan, and Michael Dahlberg of Michigan, as well as Bo White of Georgia, plus 4 grandchildren, an extended family and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Tina Marie McMullen, whose memorial services will be this evening at 6:30, with a rosary service to follow at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Dorothy Shuey of St. James passed away on Wednesday, September 1st, at the age of 96. Funeral services for Dorothy Shuey will be held at noon tomorrow at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar. Visitation will be held prior to the service from 10 o'clock until service time. Dorothy Shuey is survived by children Robert Shuey and wife Paula of Tacoma, Washington, and Vicki Pitts and husband David Pitts Sr. of St. James, plus 5 grandchildren and a host of nieces, nephews, and friends. Memorials may be made to St. James Christian Church. Cards are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of St. James for Dorothy Shuey, whose funeral services will be held on Wednesday at 12 noon at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Sharon Freeman of Salem passed away September 3rd at the age of 80. Funeral services for Sharon Freeman will be held at 1 o'clock this Thursday at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar, with visitation to be held prior to the service from 11 until service time at the Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Interment will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Sharon Freeman is survived by children Deborah Quick of Salem, Vicki Yost of Salem, and Scott Freeman of Jefferson City and wife Angie, plus 6 grandchildren and 7 great-grandchildren. All the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary for Sharon Freeman, whose funeral services will be held at 1 o'clock Thursday at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Maureen Sharkey of St. James passed away August 11th at the age of 87. A memorial service for Maureen Sharkey will be held on Friday morning at 11 at the Rolla Chapel of James and Gar. Visitation for family and friends will be held prior to the service from 10 o'clock until service time at the Rolla Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Interment will be at 1 o'clock at the Fort Leonard Wood Post Cemetery in Fort Leonard Wood. Maureen Sharkey, survived by children Kim Bellman of Maryland Heights, Missouri, and husband Russ, Kathy Ray of St. James and husband Alvin, and Denise Harris of Kansas City, Kansas, and husband Jimmy, plus 6 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren. Memorials may be made to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Cards are available, and all locations are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Rolla for Maureen Sharkey, whose memorial services will be held at 11 on Friday at the Rolla Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Irma Lucille Adam of St. James passed away August 30th at the age of 94. Memorial services for Irma Lucille Adam will be held at 11 o'clock Saturday morning at the Redeemer Lutheran Church in Rolla. Interment will be in the Peace Lutheran Cemetery in Elk Prairie. Irma Lucille Adam is survived by a daughter, Rita Tite of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and husband Leonard, a son, Alan Sachs of St. James, and wife Lisa, stepdaughters, Jan O'Hanlon and husband Tom, Linda Adam, Faye Adam and husband Terry, sisters, Eva Fink, Linda Light, and a brother, Jerry Haas, and wife Elaine, plus 5 grandchildren, 10 great-grandchildren, and 11 nieces and nephews. Memorials may be made at the Redeemer Lutheran Church. Cards are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Rolla for Irma Lucille Adam, whose memorial services will be held at 11 Saturday morning at the Redeemer Lutheran Church in Rolla. Adria A. Wood passed away September 1st in Rolla at the age of 97. Graveside services for Adria Wood will be held on Saturday morning at 11:30 at the Clark Cemetery in Bunker. Adria survived by children Michael Wood and wife Angie, Sharon Rudolphi and husband Jim, 6 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren. Memorials may be made to the Salem Lutheran Church at the Clark Cemetery. Cards are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Salem for Adria A. Wood, whose graveside services will be Saturday morning at 11:30 at the Clark Cemetery in Bunker. More of the Civic Record when we come back in just a moment.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Continuing with the Civic Record, Salem Community Garden will have their workshop, this educational workshop, coming up this Thursday, and with Janet Price. They'll be talking about composting. This was originally scheduled in August, but it had to be rescheduled due to rain. And Janet is a retired state park naturalist, so she'll be talking about composting this Thursday evening at 6 at the Salem Community Garden, 801 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard, right behind the Salem Methodist Church. And then on Saturday, the 11th, there'll be the third, I'm sorry, not on the 11th. On the 18th, it'll be the third Saturday workday at the Garden, where you're going to ask a Master Gardener questions from 10 to 11. Again, that will be on September the 18th. So jot that down as well. These events are open to the public. If you have any questions, call Charlie Grimm, 573-368-9902. And coming up on the 18th, as a matter of fact, will be the 9th annual Smokin' Hot Veterans Rib Cook-Off. Everybody's invited out the American Legion Post, and it should be a lot of fun. Ribs are judged in 2 categories, wet and dry rub ribs. Enter one or both categories. There's a $25 entry fee required for each category. The judging will start at 3 o'clock. Trophies, aprons, and a cash payout for each category. And the cooks, the beer garden, and the party are out back. No rib dinners will be served. Food is available on site to purchase during the event. And proceeds from the event will be donated to local elementary schools in Dent County to meet the needs of the children. I encourage anyone wanting to sponsor or donate to this event to contact John Young at 729-3710. He's out at the post. That's John Young at 729-3710. The 9th annual Smokin' Hot Veterans Rib Cook-Off on Saturday at the American Legion Post in Salem, September the 18th. And the University of Missouri will be conducting a home food preservation class the evening of September 23rd from 6 until 8 at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. The class, entitled Salsa, is a class that focuses on safe and correct food preservation methods in the home setting. Whether you're new to canning or just need a refresher on something you've been doing for years, University of Missouri Extension's Food Preservation Series can help you preserve your produce safely and efficiently. Each participant will take part in a hands-on training in preparing and canning salsa. Due to the 2-hour time period of the class, the canned salsa produced in class will not be shelf-stable yet. Home canned products must be undisturbed for 12 to 24 hours after canning. The products of this class should be refrigerated and eaten within 7 days because they will be transported following canning. Don't worry, they will be tasty. The cost of the class is $25, and to register, contact Rachel Buneman online at Rachel Buneman, RACHELBUENEMANN, at missouri.edu, or call Rachel 573-458-6260. And at the Salem Senior Center today, they'll serve up baked ham, fried potatoes and onions, spinach, cornbread with margarine, baked pineapple, milk, and cake. Don't forget that the menu will be served in the lunch over there at the dining room from 11 to 1, as well as offered curbside from 11 to 1 at the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane. If you have any questions, call the Senior Center about the meal, 729-2373, or where to pick it up if you do want to pick it up curbside, and they'll be more than happy to answer your questions. That's lunch day at the Salem Senior Center, featuring baked ham, fried potatoes with onions, spinach, cornbread with margarine, baked pineapple, cake, and milk. And don't forget, the menu may change without notice. And that is a look at our civic record. It is a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio 1340 and your friends over Southtown. Southtown Furniture, open 6 days a week for your convenience. Stop by, visit, talk to them. They'll be more than happy to show you around the store, talk to you about the different products. And if you're looking for something in particular, contact their fine sales staff. Walk in and they can help you out and take a look-see and see what they can find for you to match up maybe currently what you already have in your home, if that's what you're looking to increase. Or maybe it's something you've seen somewhere and you'd like to see what they can do for you. And I'll be more than happy to help you out there too. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are. You can also give them a call if you have any questions at 729-3422 or stop by 1601 South Highway 19 South, 2 blocks south of the Crossroads Shopping Center. That's where the bargains are. Stay right here for our FFA program next in a moment.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Where has the Pioneer Audio Tour taken me today? Olivia, Minnesota, next to a field planted with Pioneer brand Enlist E3 soybeans. This field looks peaceful, but like every field, there's a constant battle going on against weeds. Right now, the farmer of this operation is making a pass with what looks like a 120-foot sprayer boom. Enlist E3 soybeans offer the most advanced trait technology on the market. And while it's new to most farmers, it's not new to Pioneer. Pioneer experts and agronomists have already completed hundreds of on-farm trials, all so that acres like this have healthy soybeans with great yield potential. Enlist E3 soybeans on a farm in Olivia. Another thing that makes Pioneer, Pioneer. You'll hear more from me later. For now, let your local Pioneer sales representative hear from you.
Here at KSMO Radio, it's time for our FFA program being brought to you as a courtesy of your friends right here at 1340 AM, as well as your Salem High School agricultural education students of your Salem FFA chapter, plus your friends at Inter-County Electric, your member-owned and operated Touchstone Energy Cooperative. To get information on making your home energy efficient when you use electricity, get in touch with them. You can do so by calling 866-621-3679 or check out their website, www.ieca.coop. Inter-County Electric, your member-owned and operated Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Now here, KSMO Radio, our FFA program, and your host, Heather Johnson. Heather.
Thank you, and welcome everyone to the weekly FFA program. We will be with you each week on Saturday afternoon and each Monday morning at 8 a.m., bringing you news, events, and happenings of our local agricultural education department of the Salem High School and the Salem FFA chapter. This is Heather Johnson bringing you this week's program. It's my pleasure to be with you today and visit with you about our local, state, and national FFA happenings and the 2021-22 school year. And we had our first full week of this first semester. We all ended up exhausted by 3 o'clock, but it was a great week. It was a good week to get in the groove of everything that we have to do with school, and a few of our FFA activities went quite well. I will say that our first activity of this week was Green Hand Night, and we had 62 FFA members there. This was probably a record of all the years combined that we've ever had that many of first-year members at our Green Hand Night. We started the night with pizza and drinks and chips, just a light supper for all of our students that come. And Irvin Johnson, our chapter president, gave a welcome and gave them a little rundown of what we were going to do for that evening. Caleb Ingram blessed our food, and we ate for about 20 minutes. We started off our first activity with dividing all of our students up into different animal names. And so they had to find their animal group by making the sound of that animal. It was quite nice. But as they did that, the groups come together, and we had 6 of them. And so an officer was paired with each of the groups, and they were able to separate just a little bit, talk a little bit about who each of them were, maybe what school they came from, something interesting about themselves, just so the group was able to get to know each other a little bit. And those students stayed in those groups throughout the night. We played a number of fun team-building activities. That the first one consisted of who can drink a calf bottle
the fastest with chocolate milk. And so if you check out our Salem FFA Facebook page, you can see some of those fun pictures. After that, we were able to have another timed event of the mummy wrap. And so we used toilet paper, and which group was able to wrap an individual in toilet paper the fastest and allowed them to be completely mummified. The next activity we played was the kind of head wrapped was saran wrap, and we put shaving cream on top of their saran wrap on their heads, and then that person had a partner, and they tried to see how many Cheetos they could throw from 10 foot away and catch them on their head that was covered in shaving cream. Fun. It was so fun. And of course, I was the example of how it all was going to work. And there's more pictures of that on our Facebook page. Anyway, it ended up a wonderful night. We ended the night with our FFA officers, each going through, there's 15 of them, going through a Me in a Box that they had 3 to 5 things that describe themselves, and I think it was a very successful night. We had a lot of chatter about it the next day at school, especially to those that weren't there, and some saying that, they should have came. So I think that was a great, great start of our FFA activities, which brings us to this coming week, which is just going to be like a rat race, I feel. But since we started school, we're starting later than we have in so many years, and just the same as last year. We don't start till like the 24th or 25th of August. It doesn't give us a lot of time to plan for these September activities. But this coming week, we have Ice Cream Social, a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, and that is our first FFA meeting of the year. It is a time where our members and their parents and families can come and get a little glimpse into our FFA chapter's meetings each month, get to know the officers and who they are, and then, of course, we have ice cream. And so our ice cream should be here Tuesday morning. We always order it and are thankful that Highland Dairy will allow us to order straight from them. And that will be a wonderful night. Tuesday and Wednesday are directed towards Beef Day. This year, Beef Day, along with Extension and FFA, will be having all the 4th graders at the Commons Thursday, September 9th. And those students will be getting engulfed with all various topics of agriculture, from livestock to forestry to firearm safety, electrical safety, and many other different areas of agriculture. We are in conjunction with the Dent County Cattlemen that will be fixing lunch for everyone. And so we will have the schools of R1, R2, R80, R4, and Bunker. They will all be with us Thursday. And then this coming Saturday, we will have our Area 13 barn warming at Smith Valley Angus Event Barn on H Highway. And so normally we have a good group of students from all of our area FFA schools and chapters, I should say. And there's 23 schools within our area. And so I will be excited to see all of them at Smith Valley Angus. In our classes, they are just doing so well. Ag Science 1 is divided up. Half of them are doing a FFA unit, and the other half is doing a record keeping and SAE unit. Ag Science 2, again, is divided. Half of them are doing plant identification, and the other half are doing pasture management. In Fisheries and Wildlife, Mr. Parsons has just gotten them started on introduction to that class. In our ag construction classes, Mr. Strain and I both have a class of ag construction, and we are just right now going over just very basic welding technique. I'm looking at going all the way down to the basic of why we have flux on an electrode and how we should store electrodes. Just a refresher, and then we will be jumping into techniques of welding. In ag structures, that class I should say, will be completing a refinishing project. And so that allows them to kind of go to the very end of a large project and work backwards. And I think that if I can teach them how to finish the project completely, then we will have a beautiful project at the very end. So they're doing refinishing right now, and then we will move on after that. They'll all be bringing in a project before Thursday so that we can start on those projects. I believe that's, one more. We had Vet Science. It is 7th hour with Mr. Tom Strain, and he is right now looking at cattle management and very easy to see movement in cattle and handling facilities. And so one big person that they've been talking about this last couple days is Temple Grandin. And I know that he is going to utilize a lot of her corral systems and cattle handling techniques within this unit. But it looks like my time is up. So I'll be back again with you next week, bringing you more news, events, and happenings about our local, state, and national FFA. Until then, yours for more prosperous agriculture in Dent County. Thank you.
Intercounty Electric has vastly improved the way you pay your bill online. It's with the Smart Hub. The Smart Hub lets you manage all aspects of your utility online or from your mobile device, providing easy account access and detailed information on payment history and more. It's easy. Just visit www.ieca.coop, then you create your account and even download your new app. If you have any questions about the new Smart Hub, call Intercounty Electric at 866-621-3679, and they'll be happy to assist you in getting set up today. That's been our FFA program right here on KSMO Radio, brought to you as a courtesy of 1340 AM, your Salem FFA chapter, and Intercounty Electric, your member-owned and operated Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Don't forget our friends from Intercounty will be around next week right here on KSMO Radio. Not this week, next week. They'll be here on the second Tuesday, and we'll be talking to them about different ways of saving money using electricity and other items of interest to you, like maybe automatic bill paying. Maybe you want to do some different things and find out about Smart Hub and how you can monitor your electric. All that and more. Intercounty Electric, your member-owned and operated Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Here at the KSMO Studios, let's see what's cooking at the Salem Senior Center. And they will be serving up today some baked ham with fried potatoes, onions, spinach, cornbread with margarine, baked pineapple, cake, and milk. Each meal is served from 11 to 1 in the dining room, as well as offered curbside from 11 to 1 at 604 North McGrath Lane. So if you'd like to enjoy a great meal at a great price, stop on by Salem Senior Center and check it out. Or you can call them 729-2373 to find out where you can pick one up curbside for your own enjoyment. That's baked ham, fried potatoes, onions with that, spinach, cornbread with margarine, baked pineapple, cake, and milk. And don't forget, the menu may change without notice. Keep it right here at KSMO. We've got some AP news coming your way shortly, as well as some news from Missouri Net, statewide sports news from Missouri Net, and our Brownfield, Missouri report coming your way, as well as some weather, all right here at KSMO Radio.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
There's end of summer savings at K&H Supply in Salem. Get Turtle Wax ceramic wash and wax or ceramic spray coating, $13.99 each. Rain-X 2-in-1 glass cleaner for $4.99 and Purple Power hand cleaner for $2.99. K&H Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City, yeah.